What's up, personal finance students? Welcome for day 16 of our e-learning. It is Tuesday, April 14th. It is the second day of term 5. We got off to a decent start to term 5 yesterday with our first day of term 5. And remember, this is our first full-on e-learning term in Logos school history. Last term was the first time we'd done e-learning in Logos school history, but this term is the full term of e-learning, not just a few weeks, right? Even though we still have the official April 24th date, we all know we're not going back to school in April, right? Or May. Again, I'm not making any official announcements, not my job, but the governor already officially shut down all the public schools in Missouri through May. So I don't see how we're going to be open at all in May. But that's cool because we know what to look forward to, and we know that we can do this e-learning thing. You guys have been doing e-learning in personal finance since the beginning of the school year, right? There might be a couple of you who are new to this class, and again, I want to welcome you all to personal finance class. This is one of those classes that you're actually going to learn things that, could be helping you out right now, right? And if not right now, then in the very near future, right? Understanding how to make money, understanding how to spend money, right? And make good financial decisions for you. Unlike many other classes, this class will have an impact on your life. Every single person who takes this class. What you learn or don't learn in here will absolutely impact your life. Sorry, I had to close a message on my screen there. So let's get right down to it. Remember, all the classes are through this website run by the Federal Reserve of St. Louis, and the Federal Reserve is, they're one of the big groups that's trying to keep our economy going right now as we speak. They're a big deal. They've always been a big deal, but no more so than right now in America. What'd they say? The Federal Reserve's like putting $6 trillion or something into the economy, trying to boost it up, right? That's a big part of their job. But another big part of their job is to make sure that all Americans are financially literate, meaning that we can make good decisions with our money and know how to get a job and make an income and make a living, right? That's part of the Federal Reserve's job, and that's why they set up this, what I think is a great resource, this econlowdown.org. I think is way better for doing online learning than anything else I've seen in any of my other classes. All the other classes that I teach, American history, psychology, I'm using good old Blackbaud for assignments. Right? No, I'd much prefer the setup of Econ Lowdown. It's very easy to use, very user-friendly. The concepts might not be easy at first, but, the good news is we go over these concepts over and over and over again. So if you feel lost at first, don't worry. You'll have plenty of time to get caught up and figure out what we're talking about. And just know that it's worth, your trouble, because this is information that absolutely will help you as an adult. So, without further ado, let's go to econlowdown.org. Remember, the link is always right here on our class bulletin board. And if we go there, it will open a new tab for our login page. Now, I sent the student code and passwords to everyone yesterday. I sent them by Blackbaud message, and I sent them by email. So you should have gotten that. If you didn't see it, check your email, check your Blackbaud messages. I sent everyone who's in personal finance their login info yesterday by those two methods. And so everyone should have gotten it. I heard from, I think, a couple of you. I saw a couple of you logged in, but that's still, there's still a lot more that I know I sent you the login info and I haven't seen anything from you. Now, it's only the first day, so no big deal. But I do want to hear from you, make sure that you guys got that information. So if you got that information and didn't get a chance to log in yesterday, please log in today. I can see when people are logging in and when they're not logging in. And so that's how I'm marking attendance. So make sure that you log in at least once a day, just so we can get you recorded as logging in. Check out what's on there. Attempt some assignments while you're there. Do something, right? Something's always better than nothing. At the very least, please, contact me, reach out to me to let me know that you got the information, so I'm not, wondering if you're alive, right? So I got my information. I'm going to log in here. Let's see here. And the first thing up here is a link. I added this link because I mentioned yesterday. It is April. It is Financial Literacy Month in America. And there's a lot of promotions going on for Financial Literacy Month. One of them is this one here. This is a scholarship giveaway. And if we click on this link, it'll open up a new tab for Anthony O'Neill's Debt-Free Degree Scholarship Giveaway. Anthony O'Neill is he's a pretty cool guy. He has written a lot of books. He works with a guy named Dave Ramsey, promoting financial literacy and financial education across the country. And really, he's all about keeping people debt free, right? His argument is you don't have to go into debt just to get an education. There is ways to go to college without any student loan debt, without, any scholarship, with scholarships, and with just saving up your money, right? But this is a pretty cool deal. All you have to do is, if you scroll down, high school and college students, it's open to. It's open from April 1st to April 30th, right? And you can get $2,500. Free money, right? One $2,500 scholarship. All you got to do is fill in this information. Name, parent phone number, email, grade level, zip code, and school name. And I can vouch for this site. They're not going to send you a bunch of spam. They're a legit site. Anthony O'Neill's a legit dude. He will send you some information if you leave this box checked. If you don't want that information, just uncheck it. But he won't fill up your email inbox with spam, and he won't call you. This is just to contact you if you're a winner, right? Again, this is optional. You don't have to enter, but I'm encouraging you. You might as well. What the heck? It takes you 2 minutes to fill in this information, and it could be $2,500, right? So it's the April Debt-Free Degree Scholarship Giveaway. Check it out. I put the link right there up top, right? So that's the first things first. The rest of what we have on here, there's now 3 assignments. We had the first 2 that we put up yesterday, right? What is financial literacy? If you're going to do nothing else, answer that question. You get 100% for any answer. There's no right or wrong answer. And then we have cards, cars, and currency, which is the lesson we put up yesterday. And then we have a audio Q&A on opportunity costs. And if we open up this is the newest one. That's how we know it's the newest, because it's at the bottom. It's that little 5-minute podcast, audio podcast. Once you've listened to that, it looks like we got, how many questions? 4 multiple choice questions, right? So that's pretty easy. If we go back to our open tab and look at cards, cars, and currency, which some of you started yesterday, a lot of you didn't, right? But remember, this one's pretty easy, right? If we proceed to the next page, there's a pre-test, 2 questions. I'm not sure what the answers are. I'd say high school seniors have a lot to learn about personal finance. And who's responsible for your financial decisions? You. That's an easy test, right? So the test's pretty easy, and that's all you're graded on for this, right? But there actually is a lot of good activities in here, educational activities. You're not graded on these, but I still recommend doing them, right? Which of the following actions would you consider to be responsible financial behaviors? Bouncing checks, that's not responsible, right? You don't have to do these, right? You do have to proceed to the next page. And there's a game, keep your money game. In this game, you'll start with $200. Ooh, let's see. Oh, look. And again, these are just financial literacy questions. These are good things to know, right? You're not graded on them. You don't have to do them, but you should, right? APR stands for annual percentage rate, cost of credit. True. That's right. Any person can secure and use a debit card. I don't think that's true, is it? Yeah, you have to have a checking or a savings account. See? And there's 20 of these, so you can answer as many or a few as you want. Oh, look, we already answered this question. Question of the day: what is financial literacy? We proceed to the next page, and that gets us to the post test. It's that easy. I'm already done, right? So there's no excuse for you guys not to get on here and do this, right? Work on that if you haven't already. If you have, you can move on to the opportunity cost audio Q&A. And as always, if you have any questions, please contact me. Please make sure you log in if you're having trouble. If you need that login information sent to you again, let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.